All right, faithful, buckle up because the Bay is buzzing with news that'll hit you like a blitz from Nick Bosa. We've got a potential game changer in the secondary, a crisis on the offensive line that's got us sweating, a contract standoff shaking the locker room, and an attack so thin it's making our hearts race. Want to know how this shapes our Super Bowl run? Grab a seat, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into this roller coaster. What's going to shock you most today? And while we're still reeling from what might go down in the secondary, the first bombshell of the day hits hard. The 49ers are eyeing Marcus Williams, the ex-Ravens safety who just hit the free agent market. Yeah, the guy with 20 career picks. But hold up, this ain't a done deal. Why is he available? And why are the Niners so interested? Let's break it down, because this move could be a game changer for our season. Williams, 28, got cut by Baltimore in March after a rough 2024. Injuries, just 20 tackles in 5 games, and he lost his starting spot to rookie Bo Braid. Sounds like a red flag, right? But check his resume. 469 tackles, 56 passes defended, and a knack for reading plays like a chess master. He was once a top-tier safety with the Saints and Ravens, and now sources say John Lynch is circling him to bolster our secondary. Why? We're thin back there, with Jimmy Ward and Tashawn Gibson gone in recent years and Malik Mustafa on the injury list. Our group of Jair Brown and Jordan Fuller needs a veteran with swagger. Our defensive scheme, led by Chris Kokorek, thrives on safeties who can lock down deep zones, and Williams is built for that. An NFC scout told The Athletic, if he's healthy, he's a weapon in San Francisco. But here's the gut check. Is he healthy? Those 2024 injuries are a concern, and any deal would likely be short-term, loaded with incentives. It's a gamble, but with our defense already elite, Williams could be the final piece to dominate in the playoffs. Picture him snagging a pick-6 against Mahomes in the NFC Championship. The faithful are fired up on X. Some are shouting, he's our missing link, while others grumble, another injury-prone vet? Cap space is tight, but we've got room to maneuver. If Williams passes a physical, this could be the move that pushes us over the top. But what if he's a bust? What do you think? Is Lynch playing chess, or just putting out fires? And hold tight, because the next news is going to rock your world. And while we're still wrapping our heads around whether Marcus Williams is the answer, the next bombshell hits like a sack on 3rd and long. Training camp is right around the corner, and the 49ers injury list is already a nightmare. 6 players landed on the PUP list, including Brandon Ayuk, Ricky Pearsall, Malik Mustafa, and Yetur Gross-Matos. But the real gut punch? Ben Bartch, pegged to start at left guard, now stuck on the non-football injury list. What happened? How does this mess with our Super Bowl dreams? Let's dig in, because this is a crisis we didn't see coming. Bartch, set to replace Aaron Banks at left guard, got hurt away from the facility sometime between June's minicamp and now. No word yet on how bad it is, but Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch should spill some details Tuesday. If Bartch is sidelined for long, our offensive line, already a question mark, could turn into a disaster. Ayuk and Mustafa are already out for most or all of camp, but Pearsall and Gross-Matos might be back soon. Bartch, though, is a different story. He was the guy to solidify the left side, protecting Brock Purdy and clearing lanes for Christian McCaffrey's runs. So who steps up if he's out? Spencer Burford's an option, but he's being tested at left tackle while Trent Williams skips heavy drills, and Andre Dillard's on the PUP. Then there's rookie Connor Colby, a 7th-round pick. Crazy? Not really. Remember Brock Purdy and Jauan Jennings? Also 7th-rounders. Colby's from Iowa, same as George Kittle, and he fits the scheme. He's got a shot to steal the job like Dominic Pooney did last year as a rookie. But trusting a rookie in such a critical spot is a huge risk. The faithful are freaking out on X. Some are hyping Colby as the next big steal, while others scream, our line's going to collapse without Bartch. The O-line's had its ups and downs, and losing a starter before camp even starts is brutal. If Colby or Burford can't step up, Purdy's going to be under fire, and our run game, led by McCaffrey, could stall. Shanahan needs a plan B fast. Can Colby be a hero, or are we doomed without Bartch? And just when you think it can't get worse, the next news will leave you speechless. And while we're still trying to process this O-line mess, a new bombshell shakes the Bay. Jauan Jennings, the guy who carried our passing game in 2024, is playing hardball with the 49ers. He's demanding a contract extension now, or a trade. After a career-best 975-yard season, he knows his stock is sky-high. But with our receiver room in shambles, will the Niners cave, or is Jennings about to become a locker room headache? This drama's splitting the faithful and could change everything. Let's break down this high-stakes showdown. Jennings isn't messing around. He was our de facto WR1 last year, while Brandon Ayuk rehabbed a brutal knee injury. Now, with Ayuk still on the PUP list, Ricky Pearsall sidelined with a hamstring issue, and Demarcus Robinson facing a possible DUI suspension, Jennings is basically the last man standing at receiver. On X, fans are torn. Pay the man versus he's not a long-term WR1. He knows his value is at its peak, but the 49ers see Ayuk and Pearsall as the future, relegating Jennings to a third down and blocking role. That's gotta sting. Here's the deal. We need Jennings bad right now. Without him, our passing game leans on Jacob Cowing with 4 career catches and rookie Jordan Watkins. That's terrifying for a Super Bowl contender. If Jennings holds in during camp, like some players do to protest, the locker room could get messy. Shanahan and Lynch face a tough call. Give him a big extension now, knowing he might slide back to WR3 once Ayuk and Pearsall return. Or risk losing a proven clutch performer. He was a stud in the Super Bowl with that TD against the Chiefs. Can you ignore that? Waiting could backfire. Trading Jennings would gut our already thin attack. But paying top dollar for a guy who's not your long-term WR1 could tie up cap space. Fans are split. Some say he's earned a big deal. Others want to bet on the young guys. What's your call? Give in to his demands or stand firm? And while this soap opera heats up, the next news is going to blow your mind. And while the Jennings drama has us on edge, the next news is a straight-up nightmare for our offense. Our receiver room is in tatters, and it's worse than we thought. Deebo Samuel traded to the Commanders. Brandon Ayuk still out with a wrecked knee. Ricky Pearsall, hamstring keeping him on the PUP. Jauan Jennings holding out for a new deal. And Demarcus Robinson facing a suspension. Who's left? 2 guys we barely know. Can Shanahan's attack survive this? Let's dive into the chaos that's got the faithful losing sleep. Losing Deebo was a gut punch. He demanded a trade, and we got just a 5th-round pick. Now he's down to 8% body fat, ready to ball out in DC while we're left scrambling. Ayuk's torn ACL, MCL, and meniscus mean he'll miss all of camp, and maybe early games. Pearsall's chronic hamstring issue, he's still on the PUP with no clear return date. Jennings, still playing hardball. Robinson's DUI arrest could cost him a few games. It's a perfect storm. If we played today, our top receivers would be Jacob Cowing with 4 catches in his career, and rookie Jordan Watkins, who's untested. That's brutal for a team banking on Purdy, Kittle, and McCaffrey to lead a title run. On X, fans are panicking. How do we throw the ball? And Shanahan needs a miracle. Our offense thrives on versatile receivers, but without reliable targets, Purdy's going to struggle, and McCaffrey can't do it all. The hope is Ayuk and Pearsall heal fast, but injuries like these are dicey. If Jennings holds out, we're in deeper trouble. Shanahan might lean harder on Kittle and McCaffrey, but that makes us predictable. Could we hit the market for help? Maybe, but cap space is tight. The faithful want answers now. Can we fix this by September? Or is our Super Bowl dream slipping away? And just when you're catching your breath, our wrap-up will fire you up to believe again. What a wild ride, faithful. Marcus Williams could be the spark our defense needs, but his health is a big question mark. The O-line's a mess with Barch down, and a rookie like Colby might have to step up. Jennings is holding the offense hostage with his contract demands, and our receiver room is so thin it's scary. But this is what makes us the faithful. We fight through the chaos. Shanahan and Lynch will find a way. Purdy, Kittle, and McCaffrey are still our backbone. What's got you most worried? Drop it in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe to keep the bay strong.